You're watching Scuba Viz. This video is about a net that I've been trying to get for a couple of years now. And this time I actually got it marked. So went down, the viz is pretty decent for this area today, which is 10-ish, 10 feet. And I had a general idea where the net was because I marked the general vicinity, but I didn't have a marker buoy. Fortunately, I found it in just a couple minutes. It was pretty darn close to where I had marked the point. And to make things worse with trying to find it, my fish finder GPS was acting up. It kept shutting off. I don't know if it was hot or whatever. But when I found it, unfortunately, I didn't find all of it. This is the same problem I had last time, a year or so ago. Found the net, but in reality, I only found part of the net. So this time, knowing that there was more, because I was just down there a couple weeks ago, I first of all hooked up the piece that I found, get that done. And I'm no pro at tying knots, but I did bring zip ties. So on top of the knots that I tied, connecting these two pieces of line, I zip tied them together. So I figured should hold, at least for the short amount of time that they're going to be down there waiting for us to come back and get it. So now that I had that attached, I felt like at least I had a good starting point. And now I went on to try and locate the rest of it. So I knew it had to be close. Viz was pretty decent, so I could see, 10, sometimes 15 feet. And it was a very distinctive looking net, so I figured I'd find it here sooner than later. That was a tire, that round thing, I think. Not exactly sure. This reef's got a lot of weird material on it. I have no idea what a lot of it is. I know that there's the frame of a car, there's culverts, all kinds of weird things. There's a decent amount of fish on this reef too, but I've seen it with more. Oh, there it is. There's the net. So now that I've located the net, I gotta track it down where the start and end is. Or at least possibly find the start and end. This thing is draped across a whole big area. Some of it's under sand, some of it's pinched between rocks. It's been here a while. I have no idea how old it is, but it's been there a bit. And there's just these random sections of it that are like kind of poofy. That's pretty hazardous to animals. Marine life down there. Yeah, see that part right there just kind of goes under the sand, so it may go on for a while longer. Pop up somewhere else. So that was kind of like the ending point, so I turned around and went back the other way. I remember there was this long, skinny portion of it. So that's right now. That's what I was looking for, trying to find that long, skinny portion. And looks like that might be it. So I guess the next thing I was going to try was to see if I could actually cut it. I did bring some big chopper snips. Look at those guys. And I have used these to cut up stuff on the jetty, and they worked pretty well, but this stuff is pretty tough. And my snips were pretty dulled out, so wasn't cutting it. Literally. Oh, that was a red snapper. So I kind of gave up on the idea of cutting any of it loose, and I was now just going to go and kind of inspect a little further. Now that I have this marked, and we can find it easily from the surface, then you can come down here when the viz is crap and still make progress. So that's the next steps, is to find some people to help me maybe, or just come back by myself and start chipping away at it. Just kind of see what I can get done, or what me and my other folks can get done. So yeah, this last part here, I actually zip tied the other line to this section of the line. So if someone were to come back, they're not just getting to that little tiny section, they're actually to the zip tied to the big section. So I figured that would be useful. I know previously when I was down here, I pulled up a little section of it, but I want to get this big section. So now the line's attached to it, it should be fairly straightforward. A lot of work, but straightforward. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I just want to kind of give an update on where I'm at with this net retrieval, and I hope you found it interesting. Take it easy.